Welcome to the Go Rhody Podcast. I'm your host, Scott Brand. Today, we have a great guest. She is a freshman who is playing out of her mind, and her coach says she's the greatest recruit of all time, and she's fearless. That's what Tammi Reiss said about that. Here she is right now. Her name is Vanessa Harris. How are you, Vanessa? Thanks for stopping by.
I'm doing well today, even though it's really cold and snowing outside.
Are you looking forward to the holiday party?
Yes, I am. I actually just got my hair done.
Look at you smiling now. Enough of basketball. Has all of this madness, greatness has it sunk in for you? A lot of great things have happened in your first 11 games. How do you feel about this sudden celebrity status?
It's exciting. I feel like it's not something I'm used to because in high school I was kind of like overlooked, I'd say. So it's definitely exciting. I still don't really believe it. Like obviously coming into college, I didn't really expect to sit on the bench. Like I wanted to make an impact. I just didn't know of how big of an impact and how fast it was going to be.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even feel real sometimes, honestly.
That's what I thought. That's your number, 23. You got.
Yeah.
There's another. Do you know the other 23 on the men's team? He was a guest.
Yes, I do actually.
That's pretty impressive.
But I watched the men's game, so.
Oh, great. Okay, here we go.
We got two freshmen from the States, both from the D.C. area, Virginia area. Vanessa Harris played for Bishop McNamara, top 5 high school in the country, and she is special. She is good. She'll get a lot of playing time.
And the freshmen you've talked about, they both came from great programs, though, and they're both McDonald's All-American. That's going to be helpful.
Yes, and Vanessa's very big. She's like 5'10". She can play any guard position, 1, 2, 3. Again, she's very big. She can flip her hips. She can post you up. And then Amori is an elite 3-point shooter.
What she said, is Amari still with the team, or she was injured? Is she still on the team?
Yes.
Oh, so is there a possibility she might come back this season?
From what I know, yes.
Wow, that's a big thing. That's kind of a big deal. And she says you post up. I've seen you play very strong, especially in the PC game. You have power layups. That's what Tammi corrected me when I tweet. I do a lot of tweeting on you. I hope you don't mind.
No, that's okay. Yeah, we call them power layups.
Okay.
When I first started playing, I was actually a post player.
Really?
Everyone. So yeah, that's why I'm used to playing the post. And then me being a guard, I'm kind of like a bigger guard. And it's even though I'm still a guard, I can still post up because the people guarding me are smaller than me. So
how is it? Do you have a conversion chart of 5'10" to a big guard for, I'd say, the men's team, maybe 6'4" and up? 5'10" is considered big, or is it just also strong? You're strong. Already you don't play like a freshman.
I think it is between big and strong. It's just I know recently they've been trying to have me play reps at the one position, for the point guard. So usually point guards aren't necessarily 5'10" and strong, you know what I mean? So
yeah, you were mentioning that you were overlooked in high school. How does that happen? Because there were too many great players?
Yeah, I just feel throughout my 4 years of high school, I was always playing with really good players. So my freshman year, I was playing with Jan Tavon, who played at Virginia or still playing there. Gia Cook, who's at West Virginia. Kaden Samuels, who's at NC State. I played with her in high school. Sanaya Ja, who's at SMU. I played in high school. So I was always playing with higher level kids. They were 5 stars, 4 stars. So it was really no room for me, especially going into high school my freshman year. It was 5 of us freshmen. So it's it really wasn't a lot of space, a lot of time given out. So,
well, let's look at your statistics in just 11 games. You're playing 23 minutes a game. You know that's going up. Your average is 12.5 points a game. That's pretty good. That's lofty numbers, but I think that could go up with minutes. If we insert 12 more minutes in there, and I'm not trying to take over the team, but then you have 35 minutes and maybe you're close to 15, 16 points a game, and you're approaching some record.
Yeah, honestly, like I feel like the ability that I have to score, they're gonna be playing like harder on me. Like there's gonna be a better defender on me, so I still have to be able to like get my teammates involved.
And as people are hip to you, they're going to know, and they're going to guard. I told you I'd make you laugh. They're going to guard you much tighter, and that will open the floor for others, and you'll be in a really good position. Atlantic 10, they know your game so well. A lot of teams you play twice. It's a rough thing.
Yeah.
But I think you're up for it. Only one that I'm sure will go up is foul shooting. It's at 62%. How do you feel about that?
I've never really missed free throws, so it was like, how am I missing? I know there was games like I know when we played NC State, I was 0 for 2, but I made the ones that mattered. So it is nice like that I'm making the ones that matter, but it's just like my percentage is low.
You're clutch, and in 2 games in particular, in the NC State, you won that game for the team. Yeah, they don't call it clutch, they call it momentum shifting plays. How's that? So you have a lot of momentum shifting plays in that game. If you didn't have those plays, you wouldn't have won. I watched the game. I'm fairly confident about that.
Too high or too low when it comes to tough games. Like I try to stay level because it's like my dad always tells me like don't get too high, don't get too low. So it's like when the game's on the line, I don't really feel no type of like anxiety or nervousness.
Harris.
Yeah, you do look fearless, but you look very confident. To me, it looks like you want the ball, and sometimes you just go and get it. You'll see from the videos. But how do you make shots like that as a freshman? The place is a cauldron. It's national TV, I believe, and it was on the line. I just looked like you knew it was going in. There's no hesitation. Maybe and I feel comfortable. I want you to take those shots in the future.
It's like you work out, you put up a tons of shots a day. So it's like, why not be confident in the shot? Like you work on it every day. That's how I really just think about it. Actually, towards the end of the game, we ran that play 2 times in a row. So the first time I had got it and I drove it and got fouled. And Coach Tammi was like, don't be afraid to shoot the 3 ball. So I'm like, that's all you have to say. So we run it again, and I'm like, I'm gonna shoot it. And I just knew it was going in. Like if I going into a shot, I don't think about, oh, what happens if I miss? Like I just think I'm gonna make it. Cause it's like if you're going into it with a negative mindset, then that's what it's gonna be. Yes, exciting. My mom actually flew, or did she drive? One of them, but she came to the NC State game.
Wow, that's great.
It was just like really exciting to do that also in front of my mom, like just making her proud.
That's great. You guys were playing from behind. It looked like it could easily have been a PC win. And you were shooting, at the end of the game, you were shooting 4 for 14, so you were even lower than that. But you wanted the ball. What was on your mind when you didn't have it that night, it looked like, but then all of a sudden when the game's on the line, you want the ball. That's what great players do.
Yeah.
What was in your mind?
So once again, my mom came to the game.
Oh, yeah.
I think I didn't score my first point to the 3rd quarter.
I watched the whole game.
Yeah, so I just kept looking up at my mom and she's like trying to like get me to, you know what I'm saying? She's like telling me like keep shooting, like it's gonna fall. Because at this point, like after missing so many shots, I'm just thinking like, should I even be shooting the ball? Like that's really what's going through my head. But I was like, we're losing, someone has to step up for the team. And everyone, even I know I was down on myself, but everyone looked down on themselves as well. So I was like, I gotta do something to bring the energy back up to like it's okay, we can still win the game. Like the game's not over yet. So I was just trying to bring myself out of that negative mindset.
Without you, it would have been an L, definitely. I remember some particular plays. You were amongst the trees and you snatched a rebound. It was a tough rebound. That's not enough. Well, you went full court and you did a power layup. You weren't even that close to the basket. That was a great play. You want to describe what happened there?
I'm really just like in transition is such an easy way to score, especially like off of a rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone's backpedaling and you're coming at them full speed. So I'm just thinking like we got to push pace. Like I'm gonna get this rebound, we're gonna score, and then on to the next play. Like I'm just thinking we need to stack plays. We need to get a defensive stop, score, defensive stop, score.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also you stole a ball right in the paint. That was something. So that's another facet of your game. But big players make big plays, and you're a big player, so it's going to make a difference this season. And there's going to be a lot of games like that where you might be on the road, you don't have it, and they're going to look to someone. And I just have a feeling this is no fluke, and you're going to continue to do that. But we have to make sure your mom's at every game. Yeah, that's the key. I didn't know she was at the game, but I'm happy for her, and it seems like it was important to you. But with greatness, there's also a humble side to you. And we were going back and forth, having fun texting, and I told you that there's tons of fan questions. And do you remember what you said to me?
I remember the conversation, but I don't remember the exact words.
You said, for me? So of course it's for you because the word's out already. And but that shows that you're humble, and that's a great side to someone to be that way. And I guess you were raised really well, and it's in your demeanor to be that way. And another thing, going back to the PC game, I'm jumping around a little bit. What I noticed was your body language, and it changed. When you were missing your shots, you looked like you were possibly getting down on yourself. But late in the game, you just had such confidence, and your body language showed that you knew what you were doing, and you just took over the game. The other 3-pointers or 2 3-pointers in there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 for 8 actually. So
yeah,
I was missing them. I felt confident enough to take another one. So
and you played for Bishop McNamara. They were ranked number 1 in the nation. They, by Sports Illustrated, 30-2 record. You had an unbeaten record in this amazing conference, Washington Catholic Athletic Conference. That's one of the premier conferences in the nation. And to go undefeated, you won 2 years in a row. You were first team all conference with all those great players that you're telling me about, your first team all conference. So, and like you said, you had on your team, you had multiple D1 recruits. So high school was really good, and you did get offers. We're going to talk about that in a second. So I guess you felt overlooked. You were also McDonald's All-American, but you did have a top P4 school looking at you, and that doesn't happen very often. And you chose Rhode Island. I mean, you cited the visit. I think our chances are really good if you could get on campus and see Tammi. She's a closer and fun, and she's also plays the position very well. She was a star on Virginia. So did that go into your mind, her past, or did you know how good she was? She doesn't talk about it that much.
Yeah, I remember when I first got on the phone with Coach Tammi during my recruiting process, like she was telling me about what she's done, especially like playing pro. Like obviously that's a goal that I have.
Yeah.
So just her being there, it was already like I already like Coach Tammi just off of that. Like she's been there before, and that's where I want to go. So she knows what has to be done to get there. And then also, it was just like real interesting to talk to her because she's such an amazing person. I know she had talked about her movie career to me when we were on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I still had the paper, but when she was recruiting me and we had our first conversation, I had like a whole sheet of paper just writing all the stuff she was telling me. And I looked her up after that. But around that time during my recruitment process, everything's kind of like a blur because I was talking to so many different coaches.
Yeah.
there's times where multiple coaches from the same school will talk to you about the same thing. So it's like sometimes I wasn't really having conversation. Like I was responding to them, but I wasn't really engaged with the conversations I was having all the time. So when I came on my visit, I was like, because I don't really like Rhode Island's just different. Like it's quiet, the beaches, not really my thing. But
Really? Yeah.
I'm here for basketball and I'm here to get an education. And I know my major is public health, so I'm like a bio major kind of.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, some schools don't, if you're playing basketball, they don't want you taking that route. So it was like on top of her career, she was gonna let me have the major that I want to have, and she was telling me that I could make a really good impact here. So it was really just Coach Tammi, like the trust that she had in me, the confidence that she had in me, and she was always honest. Like on my visit, she told me exactly what she wanted me to do. She told me what she wanted me to work on, and like how I could play a factor in the team. So
Well, with the P4 schools, there's a lot of great things. I can't deny that, but there is also another side to it. You just mentioned that, and Rhode Island women's basketball team has so many great students, and they're not just easy majors. They're getting top grades, and they're obviously putting a lot of time in basketball. So I could understand that. Is it a hard decision between Arizona and Rhode Island, or
I wouldn't say it was a hard decision. I feel like sometimes it's not about the name. Like, yeah, Arizona's Power Four, but like, were they necessarily being honest with me on my visit? Not saying they were like not being truthful, but it was like when I came on my visit to Rhode Island, everything was just laid out on the table, cut and dry. Like nothing was held back, no information was withheld, and I feel like that's what I appreciated. So it wasn't really a hard decision to make. I think I might have committed a week after I came off my visit. Like I actually
oh
had
wow,
another visit scheduled to Rutgers, but I had canceled it because I had committed to Rhode Island.
yeah, that's interesting. I love these podcasts because we find things that we never would have known before, and there's a lot of areas. Let's go to the fan questions. Here's one. Who is your favorite basketball player? These are always, I love that question.
I like Kevin Durant. I like the way
Of course, yeah.
plays, like his pull out, like just his ability to score on all three levels, just everything about him, and then him being from the same place I'm from just make it 10 times better. I also like LeBron James, but it's more my favorite player because like I wear his number obviously, and I like watching him play, but I don't really know much about him. Like I don't necessarily say like I want to mirror my game off of his.
Yeah, LeBron.
Yeah, we also have the same birthday. So that's my
Wow.
big twin. Yeah, but it's overall it's Kevin Durant.
Who do you model your game after?
Um, I'd say my dad.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
to talk about him too.
But I started playing basketball when I was 10, and like that was because of him, like watching him play. He actually played overseas. I don't know how long exactly because that was before I was born, but he played overseas. He played in college. He went to DeMatha High School, which is in Maryland.
Of
So
course.
yeah, everything I know is from him.
And a lot of your abilities are probably, do you think a lot of your abilities are based on inheriting his genes? You have similar ones?
Yeah, I feel like that's the case.
What are your expectations for Rhode Island and for the season and beyond?
My expectations, I want us to win the A10 conference and the A10 tournament. And then we also want to go to the NCAA tournament. So that's my expectations. I know like that's our goal for our team. We call it a Masogi, our team Masogi.
What's that mean?
It's a goal, but it's more so the process to the goal. Me personally, everyone was saying get there, win a game, but I said win NCAA, like the whole tournament, because
I love it.
Like this is how Masogi is not necessarily a goal, but when I make goals, I like strive for like the highest thing you can go for. So if you fall short, like you still accomplish something, because especially this is how I look at it for school. I'm gonna strive to get 100 every time, because if I fall short, I know it's not gonna be nothing lower than an A.
Yeah.
So it's like I always set my goals to the max.
What do you think your strengths are of your game, and what do you need to improve?
I think my overall strength is just scoring the ball. I feel like I can score on all three levels. I feel like it's hard to guard me because it's not like you can say, don't let her shoot threes because I'm going to drive the ball. Don't let her drive the ball. I'm just going to take the three ball. Then it's like, don't let her drive or shoot, but I have a mid range. So I think my overall strength is to score the ball. I think a weakness that I could have is maybe my defense. I say this because college is like everyone's faster, the game's a lot faster, everyone's like stronger, and everyone's like been here for a while. So I don't think I have bad defense. I just think I just have to adjust to playing defense against college players.
That makes a lot of sense. And I asked Tammi, someone wanted to know why you're not starting now, and she said she wants the defense and intensity, but she'll be starting very soon, a lot of times. And how important is that to you?
It's changed over time because before coming into college, I had goals for myself, obviously, like, oh, to start as a freshman. But it's like sometimes you have to be realistic with yourself. And it's like, I feel like I can start, but if that's not what's best for the team, then I'm not going to be upset and head over heels over not starting. And I also feel like sometimes it's not about who starts the game, like it's about who finishes it. And most of the time I finish the game. So
yes, that's a great attitude and an observation. What's it like playing for Coach Tammi?
It's like, it's really exciting. It's fun. It's like she don't let you slip up. So it's like we're able to have fun, smile, and joke. But when it comes to the game in the moment, like she's gonna be serious about it. Like I know when we played Providence, she had got on us. Like she was just telling us that we're not playing good, and she kept it honest. And Coach Tammy's also very competitive. So like just her energy overall is just great to play for, really.
Are you satisfied with how you're playing?
Satisfied? I would say no, just because like I always think I could do more.
What would you like numbers wise to score here? Well, you're at 12.5 now. There's still plenty of time. Where would you like to end? Is there a number?
And
Yeah, the season.
I haven't really thought about that. I know before the season started, I had wrote down in my notes like my averages and everything. And I think I had put for my average like 10 points or something, which is crazy
Wow.
because it's like now
Well, it sounds logical for a freshman.
yeah, but it's like now I don't really know where I want to end because the way I'm playing, everything's just passing all my goals. So it's like I think I had put on my list averaging 16 minutes a game, like 4 minutes a quarter, and now I'm averaging 23. I think you
Yeah,
said
23.
So it's just like I don't
Any
really
questions, just text me. I'll tell you.
I don't really have any goals for the end, but as the season goes, I'm gonna update those to see. But being at 12.3 points or 12.5 points, I think to say 15 is a good number.
Now, I was doing a little sleuthing. There's this basketball board called Keeney Blue,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked them who was the last player, men or women, to score 12.5 points per game. And we found out that in 2014-15, there was a player, Cherise Wilson, who averaged 16.1 points a game. She played 35 minutes. She ended up transferring to Rutgers her senior year. She was, some of the things, she was Atlantic 10 Rookie of the Year. Is that one of your goals?
Yes.
That's reachable. And that she was third team All Atlantic 10 as a freshman. That's another thing. And I wouldn't put that past you either. But she had 4.4 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.8 steals, and ranked third nationally in scoring among all freshmen. So if you talk about goals and something to shoot for, you have a marker now with her. I'm
Thank
going to just play
you
up.
for that.
Yeah, it's fun, and I think you can do it because you're only playing 23 minutes now. So, do you want to have a little fun now?
Yes.
And I want to give the credit to Rhode Island's talented basketball graphics people.
Sophie, what do you have to say? Right, you can jump higher than that. Delay.
Tack. Now change. Do it. There you go.
You play too much. Good shot. Ball, get one more, Sophie. Get one more, Inez. Yes! Oh, that's butter. How should I play him?
In the
He's so
middle,
fast.
I force him late. Give him a step. And bait him to shoot.
Give me one, shorty. Talk right here. Finish that. Good pass, Sophie. Down, back. One more. Yeah, palm. Too easy. I think I'm better off this foot. Dangerous rebounder over here. Powerhouse over here. They got a double B.
Ready. 1.
Guard. What do I say now? Like 5.
You are not a shy person at all, and you just did a phenomenal job today. Didn't I tell you that you would?
Yes.
Yeah, and you did. You shined, and look at that, what you did on that open mic night. I'd hate to have that open mic, not night, but open mic. You were very good.
Thank you.
It's not an easy thing when you have that open mic, is it?
Yeah, I think at first I was nervous, but like as it went on, I just didn't even think about it. So.
Well, I always end, it's a little comical, but given the events at Brown University, the shooting that transpired, I usually say Go Rhody, and I make a mistake and I don't say Rhody, but on this one I'm going to say Go Brown, and this podcast is behind all the people that perished, died from the shooting, and their families, and we support you, and that's how I'm going to end it. But as far as the podcast goes, you did a great job, and I can't wait to watch your next game.
Thank you.
You've made it. This is just an extra that we haven't had, a greatness and a person that could make a difference in a close game. And we're going to win a lot of games that we didn't win before because of you.
Thank you.
Have a good time, and we'll be in touch.
Thank you.
And anytime you need any stats, just text me.
Okay.
Okay. Take care.
You too.